The WorldFit IsoTrainer. Any good? Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchett with Theology, Geek Fitness, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the WorldFit IsoTrainer, of course. Not to be confused with the T2 IsoTrainer, which is now called the T2 Fusion Trainer, so there should be no confusion anymore. This is for isometric training, and I just now am starting to get into that. I haven't really been doing a lot of isometrics. I got this a while ago. You've probably heard me talk about it in a previous video, and I've picked at it, but I've decided to just jump in and really get into using it and then give you my thoughts. This is not like some of the higher end bull worker type stuff. It's not the Dragon Door ISO chain and all of that other stuff that you see out high end stuff. This is a $40 piece of kit. And since I am not an isometric guru, I am just a beginner, I decided to get this, and this is a great piece of kit. You know, like I said, there's no way to measure whatever, but I wanted to see what isometrics can add for a couple different things. What it can add for strength, what it can add for muscle at different points, you know, within the range of motion, what it can do for muscle activation, and kind of, you know, see where I like about that versus what I like about resistance bands for you know, warming up and activation. I think that isometrics is actually a better activation thing, even though I still think resistance bands are great for warming up a muscle, but just to get like mind muscle connection and activation, I'm sold on this. And as far as increasing strength, well, I go until I'm tired and my muscles are screaming at me. So I don't know. I guess I can measure that by time, since I can't measure that in like pressure of pounds and all of that, like some of the higher end stuff. But man, I'm loving this thing so far. And you know, it comes in a nice little bag. It's at first when I looked at it, I didn't really know what to make of it. But I mean, you know, it's so much strap here, and you know, I'm new with this thing, but I figured out why, and it's actually pretty clever, because even though there's all this strap, it's so easy to adjust. Now, when you're getting into your first position, it can, you know, it can be a little bit of a hassle to get your straps the right length or whatever. Not a major hassle or anything, but you know, you adjust it that way with these what are these called? These cam buckles. And you know, it's got handles, they rotate, they're really nice. But yeah, but making micro adjustments, having the cam buckles this close to the handle, making micro adjustments if you already set up for like a chest press and you want to start close and then you want to do that, then you want to move it out a little bit. Micro adjusting these is a breeze, and so I do appreciate that. And the more I've used it, the less I've cared if I've got it, you know, when I get into a position and my equal amount of strap on either side. I threw that out the window. I just try to get in as close, no matter where the straps are. If it ends up being longer on one side than another, but I'm balancing it out in the position of the exercise I'm trying to do with the isometric, with the IsoTrainer. I just go for it. It doesn't really, there's so much strap here that you could pretty much get into anything. You know, you can. I'm 5'8", so I mean I can go all the way extended, you know, if I want to do here and anywhere through here, or like an overhead press isometric. So it's really great, and there's still some slack left over. So pretty much anything you want to do with this as far as isometric exercises, you can, and it's high quality. These handles are fantastic. Suspension trainers should figure out what these guys are doing. These handles are great. Durable. The cam buckle, they're really great. The straps seem almost indestructible. This thing will last for a long time. So the quality is really great. The price you can't beat. If you want to get into isometrics and you want something that's easy to adjust, more so with the micro adjustments than when you're getting into a new exercise. If you're moving from one exercise to another, I mean, it doesn't take more than a minute, but I'm just saying you can get a little bit hung up in the straps, but once you get into the position and then you want to make micro adjustments, that is super quick. So I'm talking like mere seconds. So it's really a clever device for doing isometrics. And if you're just getting into it like me, I can't recommend anything else to get started with that. This is a fantastic piece of kit for the price, $40. Yeah, there's equipment that's hundreds of dollars for training in isometrics. But I'm just now getting into this, so I'm not willing to go there yet. So I'm gonna this will be good for me for the next year or two, and if I stick with isometrics for muscle activation and for liking the results for muscle building and for strength improvement, and see how much that transfers over, working different exercise movements through the range of motion at different holds. I might upgrade to something more expensive, but I mean, isometrics is never going to be my bread and butter. So, I mean, this may be all that I ever need, and it may be all that you ever need. And for $40 to get into the door and add isometrics into your training, whether you're using it for muscle building or for strength increases, or if you're trying to just get better activation, I actually think isometrics are better for that than resistance bands for activation. Not so much for warm-up. I like to warm up with resistance bands if I do a warm-up, but as far as just jumping straight into muscle activation, isometrics where it's at. I'm sold on that, and I haven't been doing it long enough to see what transfers to like strength gains and muscle building yet, but I'm going to stick with it. I really like it, and I like this piece of kit. I highly recommend it. Link in the description below. So if you're interested in isometrics, this is the best place to start. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any tips or suggestions for me as a newbie to isometrics, put those down there as well. And by the way, if you like the video, click the like button. If you didn't like the video, click the dislike button. I don't care either way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if you want to support what we're doing at Theology Geek Fitness, you can do that by becoming a patron at patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. $1 gets you into the door, opens you up to hundreds of exercise videos featuring the kinds of equipment that I use on this channel. No isometrics yet, but I'm sure as I get more experience with it, I'll be adding those as well, at least my adventures with it. But if you're a $10 and above patron, you can get in on our quarterly gear giveaways, because all the money I get from the patrons gets reinvested in the channel, so I can buy stuff like this. And if I like it, or if I don't like it, but I'm not going to use it regularly, I have a video that I put up for my patrons only, that it's first come, first serve, who sees the video first. If you see one out of several pieces of kit that I'm giving away, you just send me an email and say, I want that. And the first email I get for that particular piece of kit, I ship it out to you. So consider that. And thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.